Hey everybody, and welcome back to this week's AMA. I'm Dave Siles. With me today is Rob Levy and Mara Rivera. And we have special guest coming in today with our creator of the week, Stina Lee. We'll have her on momentarily, but we wanted to give a few updates and share some exciting news about where we're at with VOYR. And to start that off, I'm going to jump in here and kind of give everybody the platform update they've been waiting to hear. So we're going to get people signing up for beta tomorrow. And if I've reached out to you, you know who you are. You're already going to be in that group. Rob will be making contact with certain creators to get on. And throughout the week, we're going to keep adding people. We're going to add about 5 people a day throughout the week. And we've put the line in the sand. So the line in the sand is that on 9/15, that'd be September 15th, we will kick off and launch the VOYR platform. So really excited about it. We can't wait, really, honestly. We're going to drop a lot of marketing starting here this coming week, and we're just going to continue to amp from here. So I know there's a lot of people that are already kind of cheering it on and excited about it. And I've been in the Discord channels most of the morning, and people on the Discord channel are really, really excited. So I know it's going to be a long time coming for some people. Really, it's only been about 80 days, though. So, people think it's been a long time. But at the end of the day, building a platform, actually built 2 platforms in 80 days is really kind of near impossible to do for a lot of people. So now that we're doing that, we're there. So we, again, do these AMAs twice a week. Wednesdays at 7 p.m., 2300, and I'm sorry, on Wednesday, and then Sunday, today, 10 a.m. and 1400. If you are watching this on one of the channels, please feel free to add comments. Comments come across in the chat, and we're able to take those and bring those on and answer those. And we have some people that are already chiming in here saying good morning to everybody and saying hi. So thank you again for doing that. We're glad to have you. But Mara, Rob, how's the week been for you?
Go for it, Mara.
Wow, it's been an incredibly busy week. And I hear you talking about saying, we built 2 platforms in 80 days. It feels like forever. It feels like forever because we've been anticipating this launch. But the truth is that we've been able to pull off. I mean, you guys have. I'm just, having a good time here. But pull off something pretty amazing in a little bit over 2 months, or maybe not even that. So I got to play with the beta. I'm super, super, super excited about it. Nay Enrique's not here. He's on vacation. So you missed him. Nay's like, where's my buddy Enrique? So that's what my week has been about, really about getting all the marketing in line and the social media channels, getting our posting schedule down, all that kind of good stuff. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, great. My week's been amazing. I think I said this, I forget it was Wednesday or last Sunday, but Dave is so nonchalant, like, hey, the platform's going to launch tomorrow. It's like, what? That's wild. That's amazing. I'm so excited. Energy is high. We had an awesome week of creators. We are continuing to build the family and our community. So we're all so excited. Today, we have a very, very special guest, which I'm so excited about. We did an Instagram live with her on Friday, which was 2 days ago. Yep. And what we want to do is give her a chance to tell her story, who she is, what she's about, what she's going to be doing on VOYR. And that's just a representation of the amazing, amazing creators that we have joining our family. So it's been an awesome week, and I'm excited.
Yeah, that's great. I am actually really, really excited, Mara. I just don't sleep. So yeah, I'm running on Dunkin' Donuts and like churro.
It's all good. Dave, you are always the calm, cool, and collected leader, so that's fine. I'm all about a roller coaster of emotions, but we need Dave to be calm, cool, and collected at all times.
So somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
That's right. We're kicking this off this week, folks. If you see this on Twitter here, I'm going to play this for you in a second. Please like it, share it, retweet it. You're going to see a progressive ad campaign start Monday, and it's going to count down to launch. But we're kicking off with this in the morning.
I have goosebumps.
Yeah, right.
That is amazing.
So
If
I want to see everybody
I'd be
trending on Twitter.
clutching them.
See me on VOYR, and that can be applied to everybody, not just our creators that we've signed, but see me on VOYR applies to everybody. So if you see that, please retweet it. Use the hashtag. We're gonna get that trending this week. It'll probably show up on some T-shirts. But yeah, see me on VOYR. We wanna see everybody on VOYR starting on 9/15. So
9/15. That is incredible. I'm so pumped.
yeah. That said, we have a special guest with us that we know will be seen on VOYR on 9/15, and I'm going to turn over to you guys and let you introduce her. We'll bring her on stage here and have a great time with some interactive trivia, some questions, and get know a little bit more about our guest.
Sure. I'll start, and then Mario can chime in. So yeah, very special guest with us today backstage in our virtual stage. So her name is Stina Alea, and she is a phenomenal painter. Oil painting. She is based in Ohio. I don't want to steal her thunder because I want her to tell her story, but amazing story. So talented. Such unique art and perspective of her life. What she sees. So like I love it. We had an awesome Instagram live on Friday. She talked about what she wants to do on VOYR, which is also exciting. And it'll give everybody a chance to connect with her world and learn more about her. And if you want to learn from her and do things that she does, there's an opportunity to do that on VOYR. So I guess without further ado, Mara, unless you want to add anything, I'd love to bring her on the stage here.
I thought that was grand.
Hello.
Hey, Stina, how's it going?
Hey, that was an amazing intro. Thank you.
You're welcome. We are so pumped that you're part of this family.
Yes, I'm really excited too. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
So for the VOYR audience here, maybe you can just give us a little bit of background. Who's Stina? What does she do?
Hi guys. So I'm Stina Alea, and like Rob said, I am an oil painter. I have been a professional painter now for almost 6 years. I think about 6 years. So it's my profession, it's what I do, and I look to inspire people through my art. I use themes from my life, stories, or things that I go through, and express them through the canvas, and hope that when people see my art or view my work, they are also motivated and inspired in their lives for change and healing and things of that nature. I also like to be a mentor to artists who want to do the same thing. So over the past few years, I was able to put together like mentorship programs and just oil painting courses and things of that nature. So I think VOYR is a really exciting platform to be able to add and to my mentorship and things like that in my career.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have trivia questions, so I don't want to give anything away. Like I want to ask you all these questions, but maybe a better way to do that is to launch into trivia. Because again, I don't want to spoil anything. But anything else that you want to share with the audience that doesn't talk about the trivia?
I think no matter what I do, I might give some trivia.
You might give. Okay, we're going to go through like who you are and what you're about through the trivia. So I think we should just start that up.
Okay, right, cool.
And then
trivia is open.
NFTs, please. After that.
What was that, Mara?
After the trivia, I'd love to talk about NFTs.
Sure. Should we
why
do
don't
that
we
now?
talk about that while people are joining? Because right now we have 0 players in the game. So if you were watching and you want to get in and play the trivia game, please come on at 483-3501 at kahoot.it. And once we have most of the players in, I'm watching the backstage here. We'll get into the trivia, but we'll take a few minutes. We'll talk about NFTs, and then we'll get started.
So, Stina, what led you to be curious about the NFT space? And
so I feel like and how did I what?
And have you minted before?
Oh, okay. No, I've not minted before at all. But I was very interested in the NFT market when I saw its popularity bloom in 2020. And I was looking at all these artists who were joining these NFT marketplaces and platforms and new apps that were like invite only. And I was feeling a little left out. And I also didn't understand, like, there was no platform that really let me understand how this was beneficial to me, or like how it was really important for me to be a part of it. But I felt like it was the new wave for artists, the new success, what we should be doing. And so even with all my research of what I was trying to find, I kept falling short. So I was really fortunate that VOYR found me and gave me the information that I was really like looking for. It all just kind of happened perfectly. But the NFT space was just so interesting, just to watch artists who at one point were struggling, no longer really dealing with that, because the NFT space really allows more people access to what you're doing and your work, and in different ways. So that's what attracted me to it.
Now, when I see your work, Cena, you edit yourself really well. You create a series. Your series are very successful. I've been watching your new, you just opened a solo exhibit on Friday. I watched the whole process of it being curated and mounted, and I see your pieces and how they're organized. And on this side of the table, I see where a lot of artists fail is they'll mint a piece or two, like a random, and just throw it up on a in a marketplace, and it just sits there, and and they wonder why. And yes, there are many things that VOYR Memories is going to do differently to support the marketing aspect of the collector as well as the artist or creator. But what I love about your work is you understand the series, you understand the conceptual part of, because I hear you say, my thought process is I express myself based on stories in my life. As a spectator, I see you take a concept or a story in your life and expand upon it. So I'm seeing maybe it's one particular time of your life, but you're showing me so many different aspects of it. And that's how you create a strong series. And you're really strong at editing yourself, which excites me as, I would say amateur, not amateur, but a curator of sorts. It excites me because when you go to mint, when you go to actually present and launch, it's going to be such a meaty launch, because you're going to create something that folks want to collect. You're going to have more than just one beautiful piece. You're going to have these pieces that work together, and you're going to create that excitement about acquiring and attaining a full collection. So I love the fact that you are entering this space with your knowledge of the fine art space, with your knowledge of the business aspect of your talent. So I think your launches are going to be amazing. I'm so excited for them.
I'm really excited. I'm excited too, for sure. And thank you for that, Mara. That was really special. I like hearing that.
You're welcome. So may we possibly see a launch that has something to do with your new show that you just opened?
Absolutely. So the whole goal, like they've not been seen unless you see a little bit on social media, but they're not on my website. They're not available for purchase yet. So some of those I'm definitely putting to the side to launch in this NFT space. And that's what makes me really excited too, because that makes it more exclusive and a great way to launch right on VOYR.
I love it. It's going to be fab.
Yes.
We're excited about it. Well, we've got about 10 or 11 people in now. So we're going to give it 30 seconds, folks. If anybody wants to get in, join now. Or we're going to start, and you can still join late, but we have some really sharp people who play. And I know for a fact people go out and do research all week to try to get ahead of these answers. Because I get messages asking me, hey, look, can I get a tip? Can I get some insight? I'm like, I don't even know myself. So I learned
That's
about the same
awesome.
thing. Present. All right, 10 seconds left, folks. We have a baker's dozen. Oh, we lost somebody. We have 12 people in. Now 11. I think we had somebody in twice. They had the same name twice. All right, we're going to bring it up here. We'll get started. And let me drop the game show link.
And also, if we have anyone in the chat that has come over that's maybe already a friend or follower of Stina, please put a 1 in the chat so I can see who you are.
All right. Here we go. All right, we got the 11 people in here. We're going to go ahead and get started. And again, folks, doesn't matter whether you get the right answer. It does, actually. I should say that.
Of course it does.
It doesn't matter how you get the right answer, but it matters how fast you get the right answer. So if you don't know the answer, guess.
And accuracy.
Speed and accuracy. All right, here we go.
It feels quiet. Is it supposed to be music?
If there wasn't any in this doc.
Usually we have music.
Ooh.
What was the question? Okay. How did Stina learn how to paint?
Oh, this is fun.
Wait, there's got to be some music behind this.
This is exciting.
Self-taught.
Okay.
How many people got it?
Nice.
So Stina, how did you learn how to paint? Let's talk about it.
Yes. I am 100% self-taught. I didn't even use YouTube to figure out how to paint, but
Really?
I trial and error. For some reason, I never thought to use YouTube. So it never was a resource for me. It was more like I saw something or I saw someone else's painting, and then I'm like, all right, well, let me figure out how I can do it on my canvas. And any way that would work for me is what I would try. So, my whole journey was, obviously I didn't have the normal introduction to art. So the whole journey that I've went on is just experimenting on my canvas and what works and what doesn't work for me as an artist. And I don't like to be closed into a box anyway. And so I figured it out myself and what works best.
Can I ask a question? And I just checked your Kahoot questions to make sure I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't think this is part of it, but on your website in your About Us section, you talked about how you actually got into painting.
Yeah.
You want a few sentences on how you actually got into painting?
Absolutely. So I actually was an athlete, a really good athlete, and I was at a track meet, and I was trying to break the record. Although I shouldn't have taken the last jump. Oh, it was a record at an invitational. I was long jumping. And even though I was already winning and I should have just walked away, but I was like, well, I don't want to win without breaking the record. So I took my last, I know, ego.
Famous last words. Did it. We keep going.
I know. Pride comes before a fall. But I took that last jump. In my last jump, I broke my femur. But I did break the record too. So
you broke what? Oh, I didn't hear this part. You actually got the record.
I did, yes. I
jumped
awesome. 19 feet 7 inches. I broke my leg and I broke the record simultaneously.
Wow.
However, with that leg break, I couldn't go to class. My leg was 3 times the size of the normal leg, and track that year was over for me. So they sat me in the art room. And that was actually my introduction to art. Before that moment, never cared about art, never picked up a pencil, pen, paintbrush, anything of that nature. And I was actually really, really bad. Like, it was horrible. I could not create to save my life. But I enjoyed the process of creating something out of nothing and healing myself mentally while I was healing physically. And I just couldn't let that go. So over the years, I was like, well, I can't stay in ceramics or make clay pots or recycled materials anymore. So what's next? And then I went to drawing and trying to figure out how I could draw exactly what I saw. That's how I trained myself to have an eye. And then, you know, I kept trying pastels and things like that. And it wasn't until 2015 when I saw someone's oil painting, and that competitor in me was like, oh, I can do that. And so 2015 was really the time that I picked up oil painting and was like, this is going to be my medium and I'm going to learn it and master it. And that's what I'm going to do. And so every day since 2015 is I've painted just to learn and figure it out.
That's amazing. That's an amazing story. I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. You break your leg, you get the record, which is awesome, and then you discover painting.
Exactly.
One of the most beautiful parts of this story is you said I couldn't create to save my life, yet you speak about how art heals you. So creating actually did save your life. So it's a beautiful full circle, and that's why you're vibrant and has such beautiful movement in it.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it.
That
Next question before I get all mushy.
All right. Well, Carrying Sable is in the lead, and we got Giving Gator right behind. So we're going to move on to the next question.
Okay. How was Stina introduced to art? Oh boy. I thought I looked at the questions. Oh no.
Rob, selling tips.
People still got it wrong.
It shows how much that I comprehend when I read things, because I literally had it on the screen. I was like, let me just make sure. Nope, I don't see it. All right, let's ask.
Well, two other people.
That's hilarious.
Because that's hilarious that two of them didn't get it. That's hilarious.
Right.
Speed.
That is awesome.
I'm not going to ask any follow-up questions anymore because I clearly
no. Next question.
Next question. That's so funny for me, not for everybody else. There's some music. Solo exhibit edition.
Wow.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
You guys are good. You guys are good.
That's awesome. Helping hands.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, how you came to that particular concept.
Okay, so a theme in my life during my career while I was trying to navigate where I fit in the art world and, you know, not having really an understanding of the industry, a lot of times people seemed like they were very helpful, that they wanted to help me or were in my life to give me guidance. But the truth of the matter is they were really trying to direct me into things that they wanted me to fit versus me being authentic to who I am and following my purpose. And so that was a really big theme as far as like the art career goes. But that same theme followed in like life, whether it was like manipulative relationships, friendships, boyfriends, whatever the case may be. Like that helping hands was just a theme that I was noticing during like those early years. And so in 2019, I did a show called Senses, which was a soundbite went with every painting. And this was one of those, you know, the helping hands was one of the poems that went with it. And so I really wanted to extract that because it was the one that meant the most to me. And then I deconstructed that poem and created the pieces based off of what came to mind when I heard each line. So if you actually see the show or when you get on my website and I actually upload all 13 paintings, some of them have the titles are some of the lines from the poem because that is what I saw or felt visually. I could express that story.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you for that. Next question,
Yeah, no problem.
please. Caring Sable, still winning. I wonder who that is. Double
What city
execution was in
Christina's last
2019.
solo?
In what city?
Take a guess, folks. What city was the last show exposition?
That was a hard one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a mixed bag. That was a
Washington,
mixed
D.C.
bag. I kept thinking you were from
Yeah.
DC based on that show.
Right. Nope. I packed up all my art and drove there.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And this one,
Yeah.
tell me again the name of the gallery of your new show.
Oh, it's in the Museum of Contemporary Art in Cleveland.
Museum of Contemporary Art in Cleveland.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
All right, next question. What is the name of Stina's published book? Oh, wow.
Entrepreneur.
Now, where can
So
we
tell
get
us,
oh,
where can we get it? Now go.
So the book's available on Amazon or my website, which is cenalea.com. But this book was really like, I published it in 2017, and it really boiled down to I didn't have a mentor at all in the art industry, and I made a lot of mistakes. And I don't believe that I was blessed with a talent or a career that was meant to stay with me. So I couldn't help everyone who was in my DMs and messages and emails. So I was like, well, what I can do is write a book and then allow them to get it. And so that's what I did. I put all the information, all my mistakes, everything that I did wrong, and then use my stories to kind of guide what I felt some important steps of the foundation of having an art career was. And that's what Entrepreneur is. I am, however, working on a second book, but it's been 2 years. So we'll see when that comes out.
Can we get some kind of preview? What's it about? Or
So
is that another
it's
question
called
on Kahoot? Did I miss that one?
It's not another question. A lot of people don't really know about it because I posted about it in probably 2019, and I haven't since because I've just been writing it. But it's called Make It Make Sense. And so it's really more based on, so my degree is in psychology. And so I use a lot of my education to kind of cross over into the art world and how I can remain productive, how I run my business and all that stuff. So it really is about using your mind in the best way possible and its best capacity, and how you can capitalize on that and apply it to your business and apply it to your life. And then some other business tips that I have in there that I think are just profound to help people. Well, it's not only just for business, but I want people to literally be their best self and feel great and like who they are. So I always think about elevating people first, and you feel at your best, and everything else in your life kind of comes with it. And so that has a lot to do with that, So Make It Make Sense is more about productivity and using your time in the best way possible. However, that's also with yourself, your business, your life, whatever the case may be. So
I love that. That's awesome. That's powerful.
thank you. Thanks.
When's the release date? Tomorrow? Month?
Let's
get going on
it. But I know 2019, I was like, oh, I'll release it by my birthday in 2020, and obviously that didn't happen. So we'll see.
All right. Looking at Stina's IG, what's the most difficult but favorite thing for me to paint? Okay, hands.
Absolutely. I don't know
Why
why
are they
I do
the
it to
most
myself.
difficult?
So that's just widely known in the art industry. Hands, feet, they're just difficult. But
I
for
easy.
some
I
reason,
would have thought eyes were harder.
they're okay. Like they're not that difficult. But hands, for some reason, if you look at a lot of paintings, you'll see like, oh, that looks a little odd. A lot of times, because we can hold our hands in certain ways that just are odd, and then you try and depict that on a canvas, and it's like, ooh, yeah, that's not quite working out. But for some reason, I'm so addicted to just putting hands and everything. I don't know. My entire last show was helping hands, so that was interesting. An interesting little battle between having to be like, oh, let me make sure these actually look right, and
that's an interesting perspective, because we're so used to seeing hands, but like if they're like not the right way, it might look weird. So I can see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hands are hard. Hands are really hard. Next question. What year did Cena become a full-time artist?
Right after that track beat. Right?
A few years later.
A couple of years later.
Yep, a decade. Took me a decade to trust myself.
Giving Gator in the lead. Next question. What is the name of the competition series Stina competed in? Good job by the audience. You want to tell us about this competition series?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I had to film for about 16 hours. It was maybe the most difficult thing I've ever done. Up against, and it was kind of during still like the times that COVID was a little weird. So I didn't know who I was up against and had no idea of her style or anything. And the judge, she had a specific style and absolutely opposite of everything that I do. So it was really fun to get this challenge. The challenge was like, show us a story of home and history. And I don't do homes at all. I don't do anything architectural or anything like that. So it was really fun to, break out of my comfort zone and just challenge myself in that way. But also, I don't sit for a whole day and finish a painting. I will never do that. So that was another challenge in itself, and just learning like, wow, like breaks are really important. Because my brain
You're
at
talking
one point
like
was not
16
doing,
hours straight, no breaks.
Yes, no breaks. Yeah,
Wild.
and especially as an oil painter, that's difficult. So
That's dry, doesn't it?
it does not dry, no.
Does
So
not.
I had to do what we call alla prima, which is wet on wet, and I've never tried that before. So imagine trying all of this during a competition.
Yeah, that's wild. Well, that sounds cool though. Exciting.
Yeah.
I hope people get this right. Oil painting. Well, I think we've talked about the oil painting, so we might as well move to the next question. I think we get a good idea. This is the last question coming up? It is.
This is the last question. Yeah.
10 of 10. Giving Gator. Doing well. Double points. In what city? Studio. No hints here. No hints.
Cleveland, Ohio. 6 out of
Oh yeah.
11.
Being a partner myself, I have to applaud that.
Oh, that's
I was
right.
born in the best person.
All right. Can we see we get the podiums now?
We are. Come to podiums.
Gearing stable in third. Smiling Squid in second, and in first. Gator. Well done.
I wonder who Giving Gator was. I want to know who got them all right.
That's
Good for
amazing.
you. Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.
All right. Well, congratulations, everybody who did win. We will have special prizes for everybody who did win. The prizes this week, you're getting VIP beta access. So send us a message if you haven't already received it. And if you are already in the VIP beta program, then I will get you something special on top of that.
That's awesome.
Oh, Nate Brazilian said he's Giving Gator. That's wild. So that's exciting. So the winners are going to be able to go on and try the beta. And so our OGs, our original creators. So that's going to be a really good time this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, sorry about the echo, folks. I had two machines going. Both of them were sending audio in. I just realized that. So, but yeah, no, congratulations to the first, second, third place winners. And we will get those prizes out to you. Obviously, you can get on the beta tomorrow. Stina, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
A, being on the platform first, but B, sharing your amazing talents with us. It's phenomenal. I cannot wait to see your collection on memories on our NFT marketplace.
Yes.
It's gonna be,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, guys. So unless we have any more questions, anything coming from the chat, it's been a productive and fun day, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we do these twice a week. So if you are just now tuning in, I'm sorry you got us here late, but you can join us again next Wednesday, 7 p.m., 2300 UTC, or follow us again a week from today on Sunday, 10 a.m., 1400 UTC, and we'll be back here because we do these twice a week. And if you were looking to be a creator on the platform and you haven't had a chance to sign up, well, please still ping us. We would like to have a conversation with you, just like we have with the other creators, and the ambassador team will reach out to you. So feel free to reach out to us there. And look forward to getting you all on the platform here. Again, it's going to be an exciting week here at VOYR. So thank you for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you on Wednesday.
See everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.